Hey, good morning, everybody. Rory Powers, Right Line Trading. I wanted to start just a couple of minutes early, just to get prepared. Hey, good morning, Marcia. God bless you. I hope you had a nice weekend. Hope everyone had a blessed 4th of July weekend. And before I get started, let's just get the CFTC out of the way. I have my little list of what have you done for me lately's that I wanted to review real quick pre-market. This broadcast is for demonstration and educational purposes only. I am not a licensed financial advisor. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, please consult with a licensed financial advisor. Okay. So I wanted to pre-market, just see for the month of July what's been working well. And as far as the one-day passes go, we have three of them that are doing really well. I see the Russell scored one this morning. Let's try to do them one at a time here. The Russell, the NASDAQ, and the E-mini. Our E-mini is really doing great this month. From July 1st to July 8th, it's running about a 66% profitable rate. You can see it's made $4,600 on my computer in the month of July. I think the opening bell is getting ready to kick off. On the NASDAQ 50,000 one-day pass, you can see my percent profitable is 75% with about $4,100 in profits. So the RTY, the NQ on the 30 range, and last but certainly not least, and the ES. Was that Russell? One-day pass is red hot. Caught one this morning. It's up $6,000 this month with an 83% profitable. Those trades are coming on the Russell early, between 9 and 9:30, all right before the opening bell, and it hit another one this morning. So there's the opening bell. And let's take a quick look what happened pre-market. Market's been pushing up all morning, and now it looks like it's filling in that gap. All night, actually. So we got that big candle to the downside to open. And let's wait till this settles down here for a few minutes. So those three strategies for the one-day pass, the RTY NQ that runs on the 30 range, and the ES are the hottest ones. As far as my strategies go, what looks the best to me is this 2-minute AI bot. Is up $2,200 so far this month. And the 2-minute bot is actually in a short position right now. So we're going to keep an eye on that. I always keep an eye on the 30 range, on the Haymaker. The Haymaker has the potential to get us out of the market really quick with a nice profit. And the other strategy that I saw was doing extremely well was that ES on the signal B. Very efficiently, trading one contract. It's up 762 on the bot. On the drone, it's up even a little more, 845. The time of day that it does that is a little later, starting at 11, right to 12:30. So those are the hot ones right now. Hey, good morning, Rao. Good morning, Greg. Good morning, Marcia. All right. It looks like it gave us a little head fake at the open, and now it's bouncing back up. The RTY, wow. The RTY hit another one. The RTY would have hit two ODPs this morning. It hit the first one for about 2,600, and it jumped in again, and it would have went all the way. Let's see if we're in a position on the Russell. The Russell looks really juicy this morning. On the signal B, we're in the Russell trade. Hey, good morning, Dr. Hanson. So what I'm going to do is I am going to just get prepared. I'm going to lock this one up. My signal A, AI drone on the 30 range. I've got, let me unlock this one. And I'm going to put it on the NASDAQ signal B on the 30 range.
Order submitted.
And the YM, look at that. The YM scored on the one-day pass and is currently in a position. So let's take down crude oil for just a second. Let's check the hot ones. The Dow Diamond. So the one-day passes continue to do really well. Let's go to the signal B. I've got three one-day passes that scored this morning. The YM, the Russell, and the NASDAQ. And now we got this big move down here. I'm going to wait for a retracement back to the 50. I've got my 2-minute and my 30 range both in alignment to the downside. I think I'm a little too oversold to jump in right now. See if we can get a pullback. That YM is flying. Our NQ30 just jumped in. Our haymaker on the signal B just went in. It's a little far off the 50. Let's see how it does. This is our haymaker strategy. Now for my live account, I'm going to wait until it retraces back to the 50 like it's doing now. And let's see if we can get a short roll on a signal A. Might go right back down on a
Order submitted.
Russell and the Dow. All right, let's go with that signal A now on the 30 range. I'm going to take this trade here, anticipate a roll to the downside again. And I'm going to copy the trade into 2 or 3 accounts. This is the 30 range signal A.
Order submitted.
I'm anticipating a short roll on the 30 range.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
So it's going to be the signal A that I'm on. There's our cross,
Order
and
submitted.
we're in. Let's give it a little room. See if we can get this to follow through to the downside. I don't want to give it that much room. Come on. It's giving us the old stutter step here. Come on. Ah.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Spells trouble here.
Order submitted.
Went into a bit of chop here. Dan, great job. Yeah, that RTY is red hot. Incredible. Ah,
Order submitted.
okay, we've got some making up to do. Down 330. Hmm. Now it's going to go.
Order submitted.
Oh. Hmm. Tell you, I like the way the RTY is trending today. It's a beautiful chart. Hmm. Let's take a look at the leaderboard here. Dow Russell. Dow Russell. And the 2 minute on the NASDAQ. Small winner. But those ODPs continue to do extremely well. I see this one on the Russell, this move down. Ah. Signal B on the RTY.
Order submitted.
There goes gold, Rao. Gold just jumped in long. Signal A on.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Yeah, it is a little choppy. Agreed. The NASDAQ just went in complete chaos. Impossible to trade the NASDAQ right now. These signal A's on the Dow and the Russell have been trading really well this morning. You can see this entry here long on the signal A.
Order
I wonder if I'm
submitted.
in that position. No, I'm in the signal B on the Dow. Signal B jumped in late.
Order submitted.
Wow. Look at the Dow.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Yeah, you're right, Dan. I was just looking at the RTY. Wow. Look at that move up.
Order submitted.
Let me take a quick look over at the Forex Factory. See if anything's on the calendar this morning. Nothing. Consumer credit month over month at 3 p.m. That's it. Oh, now we got this huge candle up. Look at us. The 2 minute on the NQ is the top performing strategy this month. It's at $2,200, and this signal B could very well break right through. Here we go. Come on, push up, NASDAQ. My daughter's having a bit of a rough morning. Here comes the YM on a signal
Order
A.
submitted.
little bit of a challenge this morning. It did, Dan. See if we can get into this signal B short. Looks like it's ranging. It's a ranging market here so far. It's cutting a very narrow range. Mark Miller. Mark Miller is in Italy this week, and David Kushner might be coming on YouTube a few days this week to fill in. David Kushner is our prop trader. He runs the prop trading room, and we're going to try to get him in on Wednesday and Friday of this week. I'm still enabled on the signal. I actually have them both enabled. I have the signal A and B on the 30 range, but
Order submitted.
there goes crude. Gold 1500. Great job, Rao. Well, the system is telling me to focus on the Russell and the Dow. Just looking at my leaderboard, the Russell and the Dow. Now let's see if we can get this push up. Look at the Dow. Man, that Dow is, that 1 day pass on the Dow is just, was red hot. It kind of cooled down a little last week, but now it's right back in, right back in it. I'm going to look to trade the E-mini. The E-mini's been hot at 11 o'clock. It kind of finds its direction and starts trending after the morning bell chaos settles down. Come on, let's get into this short roll now. Looking for a big move down on the NASDAQ.
Order submitted.
Now we got a red 50. Yeah. The NASDAQ's just not giving us anything. Gold and crude. Gold is back in. Let's replace the Russell with gold.
Order submitted.
Gold, gold. See if we can get this now.
Order submitted.
I've got the 30 range signal B to the downside. We got a spike in volume right here. We're at just under 3,500 contracts a minute.
Order submitted.
Looks like they're pushing the price of the NASDAQ down. Let's see if we can get into this short trade. A little late to the party. Well, we got 2 minute. That 2 minute looks good. I'm going to change to the 2 minute.
Order submitted.
Damn, I just missed it. Just missed it. That 2 minute to the short side looks mighty juicy. I tried to put it on my copier. I was just a little late. That's the one that's up about $2,200 this month. Maybe a little higher after this morning's trade to the, I think it was a short trade.
Order submitted.
Let's see if we can get the signal A to go short on the 30 range. We're just in, NASDAQ's not giving us anything, not doing us any favors this morning. Not yet.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Signal B is in a trade here.
Order submitted.
Let's take a look. Let's see what happens on this haymaker trade. It's not a bad trade.
Order submitted.
Nice job, Rao. Great job. Beautiful trade on gold. We're in it to the long side there. And it's pushing higher. Great job, Rao. Congratulations. Rao just got his 8th PA account trading gold. Yeah, arouse on fire, huh? That's signal A on gold. A nice one. Well, look at this haymaker trade. Hey, Mort. Pretty sure I think you had sent in your machine ID and I licensed you, Mort. Curious to see if this NQ can break through this resistance here to the upside. Oh, there goes the signal A.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Gold could go all the way here.
Order submitted.
You have to excuse me for just a moment. I'm going to run to the restroom. I will be right back. I've got a 2 minute enabled on my Apex, and I have the NQ signal B enabled. And I'll leave those enabled. I'm going to run to the restroom. I'll be right back.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Okay, I'm back. Mr. Goldfinger. Okay, let's see if we can't find a winning trade here. I do have this 2 minute signal A enabled. So if it does bounce off this area of resistance to the short side, we're going to be all over it. I also enabled my 30 range on the signal B. And at 11 o'clock, I'm going to get ready now for the ES. I was showing, in case you missed it, one of our hottest strategies this month has been the ES. The ES signal B, 75%
Order
profitable rate.
submitted.
It's up $845 with a very little drawdown. My bot and drone are just crushing it. And we'll look at the entry times. The entry times from 11, 11:30, 12. Doing very well on the ES signal B, starting at 11. Then I was showing the NQ 2-minute.
Order submitted.
This window here from 10 to 10:30 has been a good one. Let's see if we can get into this short trade here.
Order submitted.
I've got it enabled on both the 2-minute and the 30 range. Love to hit a nice big move down right now.
Order submitted.
You can see volume is starting to spike a little bit for us. I'm afraid the 2 minutes right into support. That's going to prevent that trigger.
Order submitted.
Big spike in volume on the NASDAQ. Crude oil and gold are headed back up.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Oh, great, Kim. Oh, it's great if it doesn't bounce off of that pivot. Hopefully it breaks through. Hopefully it breaks through for you. Nice. Great trade, Kim. Great trade. I'd love to get this, instead of a signal B, a signal A, and get in much earlier. With this volatile market, it'd probably be better to get in on a NASDAQ 30 range signal A.
Order submitted.
Let's try to catch a short roll on the signal A. Yeah, I don't know why. Well, I believe I missed that 2-minute trade because of the that area of support that was underneath it. Now get me in on that signal A now. YM keeps going lower. YM signal B. YM signal B. See if I can get a YM signal B. Oh, it's in a trade. No, it's not. Okay. All right, look at this. This is a tough one here. I think I'm concentrating on the wrong instrument. NASDAQ is very difficult today.
Order submitted.
The 30 range signal B is in. Oh, I have the 30 range signal A.
Order submitted.
Wow. Nvidia's crushing it this morning. Dow, Russell, NASDAQ all up. All green today. S&P, Dow, Russell, NASDAQ. Russell's up 1%. The ES, the cash register, is up 250. The haymaker's trying. It's just really a ranging market today. Holy moly. Rao scored good on gold. Dan got the 1-day pass on the Russell. Speaking about the 1-day pass, I think the sale for Apex, how many times have I said this? The sale for Apex is ending, and then the next day they renew it. But, who knows? They could go to 71%. Or they could go to 90. Who knows? But right now it's at 80. If you want to play it safe and grab a couple accounts at 80%. Let me put our coupon code up just for a moment. I also enabled the YM signal B. I see the YM trending down slowly but surely. There's very low volume. But I see my Laguerre is locked, and I'm getting that entry signal, a disparity between downtick and uptick. So right now they're pushing the price of the Dow lower. So I enabled the Dow signal B. My retirement plan is giving me a cross. It's headed into some upside resistance, preventing my trigger. Oh, yeah, that ES needs a reversal to jump in, Scott. But I'm sure you know that from what you wrote. Let's take a look at the ES. Now that you mentioned that, it's been trending all morning. Maybe the signal B is a good play. Let's take a look at the ES chart. That's a kind of like a diesel truck. Once it starts going. Oh, now it got the reversal.
Order submitted.
Oh, there it goes. I'm in this trade on the 2-minute. Let's take a look at this trade here. Somehow it got in with a lot of upside resistance. These make me a little nervous. I got to tell you the truth. You got in that one too, Kim? Yeah, that one sure triggered off for me. This 2-minute has been a hot strategy this month. That's what made me go to it. The YM is also in a trade, I think. Let's take a look. No. Oh, jeez. Let me take this 30 range off. Ah. Yep, the signal A got in.
Order submitted.
Gold's back in, Rao. Gold is trading away today.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Oh, come on, YM. Oh. Need this YM. Thinking I might be outside my trading hours on the YM. So I should have been in this trade.
Order submitted.
3,800 on gold, Rao. Holy moly. Congratulations, man. That's a great day trading. Our ES cash register just caught one. It's actually been in this trade. I've got it on a trailing stop attached to my 15 EMA. Let's see if we can get into this signal B on the 30 range. It's a little late to the party in this ranging market. By the time it sets up, it's already bouncing. See if we can get some follow through here. Got a spike in volume. See if we can break through this area of support. The ES could be off to the races right now. Coming very close to 11.
Order submitted.
Let's go ahead and put the signal B on the E-mini. Let me take the YM off. So I'm going to go ahead and enable the ES signal B. Signal B.
Order submitted.
And I'm going to go to my strategies. Yes. So the ES is right at the VWAP and the 50. So it's got some big time support right there. ES has got the VWAP and the 50 right there with the price that it's right around the price it's currently at. 56.27.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Trying to push through the E. I'm looking at the ES at the top left. It's trying to break that VWAP in the 50. If it can do that, might get some legs to the downside.
Order submitted.
Go ahead, push down through.
Order submitted.
Go ahead. One good push through there.
Order submitted.
Oh. Boy, I'm very surprised that signal B didn't go. I'm referring to the ES at the top left. We're in on a signal A entry. I've got the signal B enabled. I moved up the trading time to start a little early. Normally it starts at 11. Come on now. Signal B.
Order submitted.
There it goes. Nope. Crude oil.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Let's take a little look at a bigger picture here. That's Nasdaq today. It's been stuck in this range all morning. We're kind of at the bottom of the channel here. It's been drifting right along in this sideways action. Not an easy channel to trade. Got chopped up in two trades on the Nasdaq, and gold was trending nicely to the upside. Had this one nice move here. I think until the Nasdaq breaks one of those areas of support or resistance, we're probably best off not even trading it. We could catch it on the signal A. Well, we'll give it to 11:15. Let's see what happens.
Order submitted.
Maybe we could break this area. Let's see if we can pop into. I'd love to pop into this short trade. If we get some follow through to the downside on that E-mini trade, it's got some room to the downside. This is one of those days, no news reports right in the dead of summer. And come on, ES. Get me into this short trade. Let's get going. This NASDAQ looks horrible. Look at that. Nothing doing. Everything went sideways on us. Come on, let's break this channel here. think everyone's still on vacation from that from the 4th of July weekend. Everybody's traveling.
Order submitted.
I'm kind of surprised I'm not in this signal B trade. You see my Laguerre is locked.
Order submitted.
We're kind of testing that lower area of this ranging channel.
Order submitted.
You caught the downtrend on gold, Rao? I can't believe you're still trading. Low volume. Very low volume now. 450 floating. Well, now it looks like it's going to bounce back up. Bounce right off of that area low. Mark is having Sergio work on a volume profile that also has a market profile component to it, with the volume area low, volume area high, point of control, and it'll show the volume. What do they call it? A volume graph on the left side of your chart. Volume profile. Volume profile.
Order submitted.
Let's see what David Wise has to say. like the let's see, David. Let's see what David Wise has to say about it. He said the market remains bullish. New ATH each day, but a lot of volatility in stocks chops up this buy. Many tech stocks are weak. Now the E-mini's bouncing. Might be a better signal A entry now. Got the nice retracement. Got a volume spike here. Signal A. Well, it bounced right off of our area of resistance. And it's going to go up and retest that area of... I'm sorry, it bounced off our area of support. Now it's headed up to our area of resistance. Market remains bullish. A lot of volatility in stocks. Chops up this many tech stocks are weak. Oh, he's bullish on the 5-minute. Let's go. I'm going to follow his lead. I'm going to try the ES on the signal A. And let's go to our strategy here. ES signal A. Let's give it another 30 minutes. Tell you what, while we're sitting here, let's take a quick look. He's bullish if it gets over the VWAP. This is David's chart on the SPY. His VWAP is showing right up here on the SPY. You know what might not be too bad of a play is if we were to take off the 50 filter and look to catch a reversal as the NASDAQ comes to the top end of this channel and we catch the reversal to the short side. Let's bring that chart back. Could give it a try. It's if we were to go to our strategy on the haymaker. I'll do it on the haymaker. That's the 8-unit Renko. And we uncheck this 50 signal. And now what we'll do is we'll put on the trade copier, the haymaker. And we'll try to get a short roll as it reaches this area of resistance to the upside. Since it's such a ranging market, it seems that it's, if we look at that channel that it's creating, it's working its way back to the upper limits of it. Could do the same thing on the 2-minute. On the 2-minute NASDAQ. We're setting up for a short roll on this 2-minute. So I'm going to also take the 2-minute on the signal A and turn it on. So I have my 2-minute AI signal A, which is this one here. So if this one takes a short roll now, since we're at this upper limit of our channel, I'm going to look for a short roll off the top of this channel. And that'll be my last trade for this session. So that's the plan. Let's see how things pan out. We got our 30 range and our 2-minute 30 range haymaker. And our 2 minute. Oh, let's reset the 2 minute. Tune signal a drone. We're going to let it trade one more time. Okay. We've got a plan in the books. Well, if it bounces off this area of resistance, we're going to be all over it. I hope it goes right up to the limit of it. Come on, give us a big short roll now. Oh, I'm sorry. Sure. Let me put it up for you, Doctor. You should see it now. I could type it for you too. TDVCLAXN. I wish I would have thought of this idea when we were at the lower limit and went long. Would have been a beautiful trade. Yes, sir. They sure are. Those are contracts per minute. Per minute. Want it to go right up to that area of resistance and then flop over and roll over like a dead fish. Speaking of dead fish, we took a nice fishing trip. My brother um, joined us. It was a beautiful day. Seems like when the weather's bad, we always do better fishing. But the weather was really nice, and wound up just catching one dolphin, and then we went in and anchored over a shipwreck and dropped the anchor and put a bait on the bottom, and it must have been a shark or I don't know what, but it just took the bait, and there was just no stopping it. It was like a shark, just a dead weight, and just very slowly headed out to Cuba, and there was no stopping this thing, whatever it was. So it was the big one that got away. And then, to kind of add insult to injury, we were trying to get the anchor off of this shipwreck in 125 feet of water, probably about 150 feet of anchor line down. And there was no getting this anchor loose. So we had to cut the anchor line. First time it ever happened to me. I see the ES is starting to roll over now. Okay, here we go. The first half of our plan has worked out. Now let's see if we bounce. We're looking for a big bounce now. How many hours do I sit for the trade behind the scenes? You too, Dr. Hanson. I'm not understanding you, Ralph. Ah, look at the Dow now. Look at that. I had a feeling that Dow was going to roll over. All right, let's see what happens here. We're right at the upper limit of this channel. Now volume is spiking. You saw it just now. My volume just doubled. Here we go. We're testing it. We are testing it. Let's bring this over just a little bit. Let's see what happens here. It's a double top right there. Broke it. It might have broken it. Look at this. And it broke the channel. Went straight through it. Man, that's signal A from the short side would have been a monster. Wow. Oh, man. Now we're so far overbought. I'll give it another 5 minutes here. This thing pushed right on through, and now it's headed to the moon. Unbelievable. Oh, now I understand your question. I'm sorry. That's really my limit, Rao. I have quite a few other things that I do in the afternoon. I get a few hours in the morning, 3 days a week. And then whenever I try to keep an eye on it while I'm kind of multitasking. So throughout the day, I'm kind of keeping the corner of my eye on the charts. Come on now. Let's get this big retracement back to the 50. Come on now. Pop us in. This is what I'm waiting on. Put us in this trade. Come on. Get in there. I think that area of resistance. There we go. Okay. Come on. Let's get one.
Order submitted.
Let's get one. One time. Come on down. Come on now. Easy. Come on.
Order submitted.
Mm-mm-mm. Well, I tried it. Didn't work out the way I planned, but we did give it a game effort. Okay, everybody. I think that's my limit right there. It looks like I'm still in a trade on 27. Shoot.
Order submitted.
Yeah, I got stuck in this one. Um, Not sure how this happens. Wow, Gary. How'd you do it, man? How'd you make 9,200 today? Look at that move on the Dow. That signal A on the Dow is just an absolute beauty. I think I need to close this trade here. I got into a open position. I need to close it where it is now, but I don't think I have a choice.
Order submitted.
Gary Sparks. Yes. Uh, Now it's closed. This is the weirdest thing. I don't know why it does that. All right. Well, congratulations, Gary. That's an awesome day, man. Keep up the great work. Oh, you played the 1 day passes. Yeah, they crushed it today. They did crush it. Well, congratulations to you. Glad you got those winners. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me. God willing, we'll be back tomorrow. Let's try and make some of this. I'm going to try and make some of this money back on these Apex accounts. Remember, we got till tomorrow. I think it's midnight for the 80% off sale. The 80% off sale is supposed to be ending tomorrow, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow.